Hi, Pastor Mike. I'm here at the City Commission, right before the City Commission meeting, looking over the agenda. I have a couple items that I want to speak on tonight. The first one is to lock in the timeline and try to get some commitment from the Mayor and City Commission as to what we're going to do in the interim while the shelter's being built. So that's my main thing, is that if we're not going to do anything, then we're actually going backwards. Because a year and a half ago we had 100 beds, Salvation Army and hotel rooms and so on. Now we have nothing. We have a safe zone that's not safe.
They shut that down for no reason.
Huh?
I know they shut that down for no reason. They haven't funded it.
Yeah. So the things that concern me, we're going to have some cold weather this weekend, and people are out there without shelter from the elements, and it's kind of iffy if tents are going to be allowed for long term. They keep jerking it away from us. They say one time they say that we can have tents, and another time they say we can't have tents.
Yeah.
And there's nothing that's been actually locked in.
Exactly, yeah. I saw the post you've been putting up where it's like, what is it at the time they're allowed up from 7 o'clock at night till, what are the rules now? That just happened today?
Yeah, 7 o'clock at night till 7 in the morning. But what I'm told is that there's a police officer that's starting to wake people up at 5 a.m. So,
oh, lovely.
So, it's not going to be fun when it's 45 degrees out there. So
yeah.
So we'll see. Anyway, Pastor Mike, join us at City Hall.
Thank you.
God bless.
I wanted to touch on AG because this is extending utilities to the shelter, and I don't know a lot about how bids and processes are done in the city. It's not an area that I really get interested in. But when we were talking about something that goes out to the shelter, what I was pleased about was, I believe I read it in Ivy's article, was about the timeline that the contractors held to a 210-day performance, and then there's going to be fined for every day that if they don't meet the timeline. And that's what I'd like to see. This is a project that needed desperately, and we've got to do everything that we can to hold these contractors. We've all had the experience of seeing what happened with the Orange Avenue improvements, okay, and how that project just went on and on and on. So, I'm concerned that that we give it the focus that's necessary to get this done under budget and on time. My experience in both being a vice president of manufacturing for a manufacturing company is that when we had a project, we started with a Microsoft project, and we ended up with a 4x8 diagram called a Gantt chart. And if you're familiar in construction and so on, that you have tasks and milestones. And that would be something that I would encourage the project manager to publish a Gantt chart of the task and the milestones, so we can go on the website and see what tasks need to be done, when they're going to be concluded, and so on, so we can all get a flavor for how long this has taken. So that would be my advice. Thank you. Pastore, also known as Pastor Mike, 1508 Virginia Avenue, Daytona Beach. My comments tonight are kind of a mixed bag. Some positive, some a little bit negative. I think that all of the hoop-de-doo about the timeline of the shelter, and everybody's up in arms, but this is a direct result of the unintended consequences of changing the architect. And, John Hall's very pertinent remarks in the First Step Shelter that were disseminated on social media and the newspaper and everywhere around. It just caused a lot of people to be up in arms. The process is going to take as long as it takes, and we can push for it or speed it up. But when we're talking new construction, I got a little bit of experience of that. You got to put about 20% in there for Murphy's Law because of things, things happen. So I guess what I'm concerned about is this research phase, the bringing together of the stakeholders and bringing the engineers in before we even get final construction documents. And with the timeline being 10 months, which I think is appropriate for construction, then we're maybe into 2019, maybe not. Okay, but it's going to be. Now, the unintended consequences of what happened when the homeless encampment on Beach Street broke down was that Marie Hartman did an opinion that said we don't have to provide any kind of amenities for a safe zone. Well, that's technically true. Now, last year when I tried to get permission to bring in tents, the city attorney told me that anything that needs to be done as far as a safe zone or homeless encampment needs to be done by the city, and that's fine with me. So, the only thing that I would want to say is that you own it. You own it. So I'm thrilled with what's going on with my conversations with Chief Capri. We've been talking and having a good talk.
Thank you, sir.
God bless.
Our next speaker is Karen Hartley, and on deck is Vernon Weatherholt.